At some point in life, you will be insulted. It might come from a stranger on the street, a coworker in the office, a so-called friend, or even from someone you love deeply. Words cut, sometimes more than actions. And the way someone insults you says more about them than it ever says about you. But here's the truth. The real power lies not in their words, but in your reaction. Because how you choose to respond in that moment will either fuel their power over you or strip it away completely. In this video, we're going to go very deep. We'll explore why people insult others, what insults are secretly trying to achieve, and most importantly, how you can respond with strength, grace, and confidence. By the end, you'll not only know how to deal with insults, but also how to transform them into opportunities for self-growth and emotional mastery. Before reacting, you have to understand the psychology behind insults. Nobody just insults out of pure kindness. There's always a reason, often hidden, sometimes obvious. 1. Insecurity. When someone feels small inside, they try to make you feel smaller. Their insults are just mirrors of their own self-hatred projected outward. 2. Control. Some people insult as a way to manipulate you. They want a reaction. They want you to feel inferior so they can feel superior. 3. Attention. To some, any attention is better than none. If they can't earn your respect, they'll settle for irritating you. 4. Testing boundaries. Some people throw insults just to see how far they can push you. If you break, they know they can control you. If you stay calm, they lose. 5. Jealousy. Insults are often born from envy. If you're shining, succeeding, or loved, it can trigger resentment in others. Their weapon? Words. Once you realize insults are rarely about you and almost always about them, your perspective shifts. You stop taking it personally. Your first instinct will be to fire back, to defend yourself, to prove them wrong. But here's the trap. The moment you react emotionally, they win. Why? Because their insult was never about the truth, it was about the reaction. Think of insults like bait. The fisherman doesn't throw food in the water to feed the fish, he throws it to hook them. Similarly, insults are bait. If you bite, you're caught. So, pause. Breathe. Don't give them what they want. Calmness is power. If someone insults you and you don't flinch, it unsettles them. They expected fire, not silence. They wanted to shake you, not see you standing firm. This doesn't mean you suppress your feelings. It means you choose to respond, not react. Remember, anger is easy, but composure is rare. And that rarity makes you powerful. You can say something as simple as, "I see," "Interesting," or even nothing at all. Your calmness will echo louder than any insult ever could. Here's the truth. When someone insults you, they're telling you who they are, not who you are. If someone calls you weak, it often means they fear weakness in themselves. If someone calls you arrogant, it might mean they're secretly envious of your confidence. Insults are often projections, like holding up a mirror and throwing their own reflection at you. So the next time someone insults you, remind yourself, this is not about me. This is about their wounds speaking through their mouth. Sometimes the best way to handle an insult is not with anger, but with humor. Not cruel sarcasm, but light, disarming wit. Example: if someone says, "You're so stupid," you can smile and say, "Thanks for the feedback, I'll add it to my resume." Humor does two things. It keeps you in control, and it shows that their words can't touch you. It flips the power dynamic. Not all insults should be ignored. Sometimes you need to firmly set the line, especially when insults become repetitive or toxic. You can calmly say, "I don't appreciate that. If you continue speaking to me like that, I won't stay in this conversation." Notice the tone. Calm but firm. No shouting, no begging, just strength. Boundaries aren't about controlling others. They're about teaching people how to treat you. Silence is one of the most powerful responses to an insult. When you don't reply, you starve the insult of energy. You send the message, "Your words are too small to deserve my attention." Silence unsettles people more than anger ever could, because they can argue with your words, but they can't argue with your calm presence. Here's a deeper layer. Sometimes insults can reveal hidden truths. Not always, but sometimes. If multiple people say you interrupt too much, maybe it's worth reflecting. If people say you're too kind and you notice you're being taken advantage of, maybe there's a lesson there. But remember, reflection is not the same as self-doubt. You don't accept every insult as truth. You simply use it as a filter. If there's wisdom, keep it. If it's poison, throw it away. An insult is an invitation to anger, to conflict, to emotional chaos. But here's the key. You don't have to RSVP. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Protect your peace like it's your most precious treasure, because it is. Don't hand it over to anyone who hasn't earned it. It hurts more when insults come from people we love, family, friends, partners. These words cut deeper than those of strangers. Here, your reaction matters even more. You must communicate, calmly but firmly. Say, "That hurt me." When you say things like that, it damages our relationship. If they dismiss your feelings, you have to decide whether that relationship deserves as much space in your heart as it currently holds. Because love should never coexist with constant disrespect. This one's easier. Strangers don't know you. Their words are based on assumptions, projections, or fleeting judgments. Why give weight to someone who doesn't even know your story? If a stranger insults you, smile and move on. They don't deserve real estate in your mind. The highest form of strength is not just ignoring insults, but transcending them. Reaching a place where you don't even feel shaken. Where an insult feels like background noise, irrelevant to your path. Because once you master your reactions, insults lose their sting. They no longer define you, they no longer distract you. They simply pass by like clouds in the sky. So how do you react when someone insults you? You stay calm. You don't take it personally. You use humor or silence. You set boundaries when needed. And above all, you protect your peace. Because here's the ultimate truth. No one can insult you without your permission. Their words only carry the weight you decide to give them. And once you decide their words are meaningless, you become untouchable. So the next time someone throws an insult your way, remember, it's not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of their pain. Walk away with grace, because nothing is more powerful than dignity.